inform y'all one thing. It is 9 minutes to 12:30.
I wait till some people come up in the chat. Y'all come on in, man. When y'all come on in, man, share this, man. We got a late night edition, man. Late night edition of the Simply Ball Dropping Roundtable Talk, man. We finna go live. We live now. So when y'all come in the chat, man, if y'all up, man, it don't matter if y'all up or not. When y'all wake up in the morning, man, y'all gonna check it out.
Right.
So we gonna give it to y'all. We gonna give it to y'all raw and uncut, man. So
James 4, Bugatti Dark on the track. Yeah, ball dropping. It's that round table talk. What you talking about? Raw, uncut, hot topic straight off the top. Yeah, sapping the hunts, ball dropping just like a punt. Most valuable podcast, giving you what you want. I'm so official, blow the whistle. They chopping it up around the table, talking shizzle with my nizzles. Ballin' cause it's simple, dropping straight off the mental. Discussing our views, sports, politics, and the news. Your part ain't hard as all. Sap, the boy got bars. Control to switch up the tempo, crushing your innuendos. My first take is undisputed. Cliche so sharp, I'm like SPD exclusive. It's that round table talk. What you talking about? Raw, uncut, hot topic straight off the top. K-Sap in the hunts, ball dropping just like a punt. Most valuable podcast, giving you what you want. It's that round table talk. Yeah, James 4. What up, K-Sap in the hunts? It's that round table talk. Give it to him.
And now, welcome your host of the Simply Ball Droppin' Roundtable Talk, the K-Saps and the Hunts.
Yo! Welcome to another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Roundtable Talk. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. And you know I got my hitters with me tonight. Got K-Sap Square.
Coach White.
What up?
Got Sheena Hunt.
They do.
Got y'all boy B Hunt in the building. Y'all know y'all say B Hunt off the chain, man. So, you know, he live tonight. We got special guests in here. Got Dimitri. Shout out. Got Tracy back. We got Cook, Montreal. We got Big Meech. And we got my East Coast flavor right here. Bowie, Maryland representing. Niobe. So y'all welcome to the round table talk. You know, if it's y'all's first time being here, you know, we live and uncut, man. And we keep it real, man. We say things that a lot of people don't want to say, but we keep it raw and uncut. We keep it honest. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, on the Simply Ball Dropping show, it's one take. We don't do no edits and shit. Fuck all that shit. This is the late night. We do no edits. This shit is not scripted. This shit is real, raw, and uncut. So for everybody out there, I know a lot of people might be asleep, but when y'all wake up in the morning, it's going to hit you in the face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're going to start the show off. You know what I'm saying? It's been a event-filled day. You know, we attended a baby shower for one of our, you know, guests that's always on the show with us, Deja. She's, you know, having a baby, so we attended her baby shower. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us here, you know, with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? She's dealing with her pregnancy. But hey, shout out to Deja. So, you know, we're gonna come to y'all live. And for the people that's tuning in, man, I appreciate y'all. You know, I appreciate you, like I said, rocking with your boy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is how we're going to do. But, you know, started off, you know, I'm representing my Juneteenth. You know, today's Juneteenth. Right. You know, my wife got her Juneteenth. Everybody, you know, happy Juneteenth. So we're going to start the show off, and we're going to talk a little Juneteenth, and then we're going to get into it, man. So basically, you know, Juneteenth, you know, I got my man Montreal here. Montreal, he's a history digger. You know what I'm saying? He digs off into his history, and he got a lot to say about, Juneteenth. So, Montreal, we're going to turn it over to you, man, Montreal. So, on Juneteenth, what do you think about them making it a federal holiday?
Man, I appreciate the country and pushing into making this a federal holiday because our people have been fighting for it for a long time.
Yes.
Everybody knows that, you still had Republicans voting against the bill.
Yeah.
It just shows the racism that's still here in today's time.
Yes.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. So I think that's a big accomplishment. And what we're doing in today's time in passing that bill.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a lot to do because the George Floyd case, they still trying to come up with a sentence. But yeah, I think that's a big push in today, to push that bill.
So how do y'all feel about Joe Biden flying in the lady from Fort Worth down to the White House? Yeah, he flew her in, to sign that bill. When he was signing the bill, she was a part of it.
Right.
So,
because it started with a state first, right?
It started with a state,
It started
what
with a
I'm
state
saying?
that passed the law.
But y'all gotta understand, being in Texas, man, the South always celebrates Juneteenth.
Yeah, but Louisiana, I gotta give it to that governor in Louisiana because he signed a bill for Louisianans to have Juneteenth as a holiday. Before the nation did.
Is he white?
Yeah.
He's white. He's a Democrat also.
Gotcha.
He's a Democrat. He signed that into law first, and then it got the recognition to be on a federal. It's been on the federal level.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because certain companies, I think they did celebrate it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just to have it passed as a federal holiday to get that day off, right?
Right.
And the crazy thing about it is, I think the lady from Fort Worth, how old is she? Like 94?
94.
She's
They walk.
Yeah.
She walked for Juneteenth.
Walk for Juneteenth. And
Opal Lee.
Right.
yeah,
She used to walk.
Opal Lee. So Opal Lee, if you're listening, shout out to you, Opal Lee. Salute.
Right.
But she was doing it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about Biden to give her that recognition to fly her in when he was signing that bill.
Right.
I mean that's gotta be a special moment for her. She fought for it all her life, and I love that it happened now. Like it's basically Biden giving her flowers while she's still here. Why she's still here. And we get away from that. We like to hate on a lot of folks, you know what I'm saying?
But it still tripped me out. The Republicans voted.
It was like 8 Republicans voted against
they
that.
voted against the bill.
Yeah.
That's still shocking to me. Well, it shouldn't be shocking because of course we have the racism.
They still
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
and it will continue to be. We still got a long way to go, but I think at least now we're taking steps to better.
Because it got to start somewhere.
It got to start somewhere. And we have to take the steps in order for the next generation to take that baton. We just passing the baton for them to take it. And I think this next generation that's coming up now, our kids and the kids that's coming out of school now, they the ones that's gonna make the change.
Right.
I think they're gonna make the change.
Yeah. But see, the crazy thing about it is, I didn't mean to cut you off, B-Hub, but see, the crazy thing about it is, like I was before, I was stating my claim here about people hating on people, right? And we see that in sports in general, you know what I'm saying? We see that, across the board about people hating on people, and then when they go on, they want to give them their flowers.
Right.
Man, as a black community, we have to stop that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to start, being on one accord. And when I say that is because I see things in everyday life that people will bash women, they bash men.
Well, the thing is, Kareem, not to cut you off, but now everybody focused on being perfect. No, because we talking about the council culture. Because now you gotta be perfect to be okay with society.
With society, yeah.
Or what they call, or what they think is perfect.
Right. You literally.
What social media has put out to be as being perfect.
I think it's a double standard. It's a double standard because today, University of Alabama, we talked about this. They posted Happy Juneteenth, right? Which is the school we know, Alabama, we know history.
Right.
A lot of people were commenting, white people in general, specifically. We shouldn't be celebrating this. You should separate the politics from
I think I
school.
saw something like that.
And so there's two specific comments from black people that one said, so you can cheer for a young black man running down the sideline any given Saturday, but you can't support their culture, support their claim.
Yeah.
And another one said, this is a topic that I wanted to bring to y'all's forefront. Because she went to HBCU, and I played college football. I played college football at a PWI, D1 level, Power 6 conference. I did, University of Wisconsin. And another comment said,
keep it out in Chicago.
I hope, a comment said that I hope young Black athletes see these comments so we can take our talents back to HBCUs.
And guess what? Who's trying to do that?
Okay,
who's trying to do that? Deion Sanders.
But you got to give big ups to Master P too. You got to represent Master P in this situation too. Yeah, exactly.
Correct. Check this out. So the conversation, we had an argument about this, and I didn't say all that, but I'm gonna say my point, and of course, it's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So, like I said, she went to HBCU. I didn't. But she graduated from HBCU. I didn't. And
Morgan
of course,
State?
I told her I was recruited.
Virginia State.
I was recruited, and I wasn't recruited by HBCU. I was recruited by D1 colleges, and the argument was a lot of young Black athletes place more value in the bigger schools. But she felt like that's the issue, is that it shouldn't be that way. We should bring it back home.
I just feel like I have my whole life to deal with other people and not understanding me. So I'm going to surround myself. If I have a choice, I'm going to surround myself with people who understand me, celebrate whatever I'm going through. All of the things that I learned in college, have prepared me for how I deal with
the outside world
now.
Yeah.
And I don't think that. I know that I wouldn't have gotten that if I went to a PWI, because I went to pretty much the
No, your school, what's your school?
I went to Virginia State University.
Oh, Virginia State.
Virginia State.
Oh, okay.
Virginia State.
That's how they say Ohio State. The Ohio State.
So it's just like the things that I got from there, like I know I wouldn't have gotten from PWI. And I feel like we had a football player who went to the Jets from my school.
What's his
and
name?
I feel like
oh, you don't know? Okay.
I feel like a lot of people don't hear about things like that, and so they're always towards the PWI, even though you can do the same thing.
Right.
Like you were telling me you wanted to go to Morehouse, right?
That would have been my choice.
Yeah.
But as a football player, I'm not gonna get exposed. You don't get the same exposure.
You're right, but I feel
that's just what it is.
That thought process is demeaning.
It's the facts.
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
But the thing is, if you're
They're gonna
good,
give
you're
that
good.
back.
That's it.
Right.
You would be able to put yourself out there.
Yeah,
and say,
being good at the University of Texas, Wisconsin is different from being good at Southern.
Okay, competition wise.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, but you take kids like Bronny James.
Yeah, Bronny, yeah.
Yeah, you take kids that's phenomenal in what they do and put them in Black colleges that would kill those white schools.
Right. I agree with that 100%.
It would kill those schools.
Yeah.
So how we make up those schools.
Yeah.
How do you get those 5-star, 4-star, 3-star athletes? Because they're getting the 3 stars, some of the 2 stars. They're not getting time cap.
Money is money. It's perfect. She said it. It's all about money. Alabama heads up that.
Yeah.
Alabama heads all that stuff when it comes to money in their recruiting process.
What money brings power.
Yeah.
So yeah, when those schools gonna get the best.
Yeah.
So I think some of those.
But is it always about the best?
It's not the best opportunity. You want the best opportunity.
Right.
For your son. But let's be real. Your son, y'all's child.
From the athlete to the parent.
Right? You want your child to be successful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think your child will have a better chance of being successful
at Southern than Alabama
or Alabama?
Alabama.
Alabama.
But the thing is, I feel like you're keeping that mindset going.
You're right.
They should. You should be able to say, okay, you can go either place and you can regardless.
But I look at it like this: talent is talent. If I take my talent to Southern versus Alabama, if my skill set is on display. What's the difference? What's
exposure?
TV.
I understand.
TV time is different.
But you gotta look at Jerry Rice. Look at Jerry Rice.
Okay, I got perfect. Okay, how long ago was that?
That was back in the day.
We didn't have Jerry Rice.
The only way you get exposed in a bad college is the Bayou Classic, or the Red River Classic, or Prairie View versus Grambling. Other than that, you don't get your talent in a black school.
Made it to Oakland out of Grambling.
You're not gonna get there.
All right, I'm gonna take it.
But if you go to Alabama,
I'm gonna take it a step further.
It's every Sunday, every Saturday.
Now y'all watch the NFL draft, right?
Yes.
And when they draft these players, right? Some of these people that y'all seen, have you ever heard of?
No.
Well,
hold on, my girl.
This job was different.
I know, but hold up. But these scouts and these talent evaluators, they have everything in their bag. Because I'm looking at the draft and some of the players that come up, hold up, we don't know nothing about them, but they got tape on them, right? They got film on them.
Right.
So why do they got film on them, but we don't know about them? So they doing their research. Exactly. And that's how, because it always motherfucking alarms people is when a certain person gets picked. I'm like, well, damn, why they pick him? He came out of nowhere. But they had the tape on them.
Yeah, but you got.
So regardless of my talent, if I'm going to Southern and my talent is skillful, they got the tape on me.
They're gonna have more tape on you.
What?
At Southern?
But see, the difference is
No, but
The competition. What about competition?
I know, but I'm okay. Competition,
All right,
but
that's
still,
what I'm
but
saying.
if I'm rated in high school, if I'm rated, but I understand what you're saying is different.
HBCU schools weren't even in the draft.
I know.
They didn't even go.
I understand. Nobody got picked. Nobody got picked. They got signed. Exactly. They got signed as free agents.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, Mel Kiper on his big board, right?
Right.
And you got these high school players. You rated the top 100, right?
Right.
If you look at the top 100, everybody ain't from a powerhouse.
Oh, yeah,
right?
That's right.
So now,
Even
listen,
TCU players win.
Mel Kiper and all them people that do that talent evaluate, they got tape on these people. And that goes for the NBA too, because a lot of people get alarmed, like, why they keep picking these foreign players that we ain't never seen? They got tape on them.
Well, let's be honest. I'm gonna be trash.
Huh? A lot of them foreign players, they've been playing since they've been 13. They've been playing against grown men. Exactly. So that's the picks that are high in the draft that'll throw the draft off.
I can't disagree with that, but I can disagree with it. Because if you look at Louisiana, they have a school called West Monroe.
Yeah.
They have one called Evangel. They also have one called
Evangel got a lot of good players.
Calvary and Haynesville. All those schools, all those schools are schools that hold their kids back one extra year to play football.
To play, okay.
To play a sport.
That's understandable.
So they actually are one year ahead of the students that's already coming.
But I have to agree on this side right here, because even though you don't go to a powerhouse,
they can find
exactly, talent is talent.
That's true. But if Nick Saban, we're gonna take Alabama,
he's gonna get him every time.
Oh, Nick Saban's gonna get him every time.
Gonna get you anywhere he
every
wants
time.
you.
So how do you convince that player to go to
Watch
HBCU?
it.
You can't.
I think one thing is Deion Sanders kind of paving the way for
But that's the culture.
I'm gonna give you a prime example.
example.
Oh, exactly. He's paving the way, but I'm gonna give you a prime example. Wide receiver class, right? I'm gonna give a prime example.
All of Alabama.
But hold on. Hey, hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Where did T.O. come from?
Chattanooga.
Okay, listen. Follow me here. Where
He got kicked out.
But hold up. Listen. Where did T.O. come from?
Chattanooga.
Where did Randy Moss come from?
Marshall.
Okay. Where did Jerry Rice come from?
It was Jackson State, Tennessee.
And that's why I say I gotta agree with her. Talent, they gonna find you.
But hold on.
But hold up, listen. But listen. But are they the top 3 receivers that ever played in the NFL?
But can you go to Marshall right now and find one of those?
But we not. I understand what you're saying. But
can you go to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and find one of those talents right
okay.
now? Can you go to Marshall and find one of those?
Watch it.
If it happened,
You know why? You know why you're not
Exactly.
gonna find that talent? Because it's why you're not gonna find that talent in the black HBC, as y'all say right now. HBC?
Yeah.
It's because
the talent's there.
The talent is there, but I'd rather go to a D1 school because I got a better chance at getting to the NFL in a D1 school than I do Grambling, Southern.
You got to get the education first to go anywhere.
But hold on. A lot of the kids right now don't think about. They ain't worried about education.
Okay.
They worried about one thing. If you looking at the kids that's nowadays, they worry about one thing: getting that $1 million contract. They ain't worried about school. I can go to school for 2 years. and I'm already draft ready. All I gotta do is receive 100 yards.
Okay.
Yeah,
100 receptions.
I know. I understand that. But y'all missing the point.
And they breaking
bullshit.
I know. They breaking bread. They breaking bread. But this is what I'm saying. Y'all missing the point. Out of them 3 receivers I said, they top 3.
At the
So
time,
it can happen again.
Exactly.
Okay.
The talent is
got a
out there,
question.
and they gonna find you.
Let me ask you this up.
That was right. He was in the 60s.
Hold on, let me ask you this up, Curry. Think about this up. After Random Mouse, Jerry Rice,
Too many.
and who else you said?
Tio.
Ain't now another one of those been through them.
But
Wait, how do you know that though?
Because we know, baby.
We-
How do you no.
Because
I mean,
let me tell you why you know that.
Okay,
Let me tell you why I know that.
I
Although we sit here and say, LSU,
watch it. Okay.
Ohio State,
I'm gonna let
Alabama, all those are powerhouse schools, right?
powerhouse.
Anything in the SEC, you gonna say it's a powerhouse.
It's a
school.
powerhouse.
It's powerhouse.
Yeah.
Anything, majority of the Big Ten, Ohio State,
Michigan,
Michigan,
powerhouse.
those are powerhouse.
Understand that?
How many? Check this out. How many of these HBCs are playing those schools? Because that's the only way you're gonna get that recognition nowadays.
You know, you got swag and you got,
Yeah, you have the swag, but
on
the time you hear swag is on is when they go to Austin and run track.
I will say this. I don't know the other conference. What conference y'all in?
That's why I say swag.
They just signed a 10-year deal with ESPN to get that exposure. So it's coming.
But the thing,
And that's why I say I gotta agree with her. If it happened before, it can happen again.
but the thing is,
It's slim to none.
Okay.
The thing is,
Okay, you said they're not getting the athletes because everybody's mindset is still stuck where you have to go to a PWI.
Yeah.
If everybody changed their mindset, like right now,
And Deion Sanders is trying to do that.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Okay.
I'm looking at you.
What's
I'm
Jackson
looking
State
at
rep?
you. I'm looking at all of you.
I don't even know.
but
Check it out.
That's the thing when we
Give
change.
me $100.
When we change our mindsets, we get these top athletes in the black schools. That's not going to draw the money to the black schools.
You need viewership.
It's not.
You need ESPN.
It's not going to draw. Because guess what? Who funds these top colleges out here?
The alumni.
Yeah, alumni.
You alumni, right? But the thing is, how the money get there through these white people?
Exactly.
So you think they're going to support these HBCUs?
No, they're not.
They're not going to do that.
It's got to start
So
somewhere.
we losing the battle here though.
But everything.
Because we never gonna
Watch
get
it.
that support.
But
We're never gonna get that support.
everything is relevant to what y'all saying.
Right.
But just listen to what she's saying, right? If the talent is out there.
So we room for recognition?
No.
I mean, because think about it, because it's about the money at the end.
It's
of the
about the money.
right.
But
we're never gonna get there.
But if you're evaluating the best talent available, right?
How can we get the money? Because the government badly want to fund our schools. Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know we fight for that every year.
So you're
The last
saying-
people
but
that
you're
funded
saying
our
that,
schools is
like,
Obama.
there are
That's the
only
last
rich
point.
white
Yeah.
people in the world.
Huh?
You're making it seem like there's only
No,
rich white
but
people.
we're the minority. You got to think about that
I
also.
understand that, but if we put
Black
back
people
into
only.
ourselves,
What's the percentage of black people make up in America?
but if we put back into ourselves,
13%.
why would that then be an issue?
13%.
Why would that then be an issue?
13%. We don't make up much. So that's the thing. Because
Okay.
at the end of the day,
So
it's
here's the
about
thing.
Jackson
You're
State-
thinking we already don't make
Jackson
much.
State, as of
We're just
right
gonna
now,
keep how we're thinking
is
now.
1-4.
1-4.
I understand.
Got to
we're
start
less,
somewhere though.
But if we even put it within ourselves, we could be better than where we are now.
So what narrative are we trying to change right now? What are we trying
The
to change?
Black
About-
people need to support black colleges.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. That's the only way
Support
we're
black,
gonna get.
support black.
And see that-
colleges.
and-
support
Yeah.
And that's what we fail to do.
Baby.
Black people fail.
I like that.
What did you say? What did you say?
I like that.
What did you say? What did you say? I missed. What
I
did you say?
said we need to support
Yeah,
black colleges. All black
Exactly.
That's the main point.
And-
That's the main point.
Not even just black colleges.
Yeah,
Black folks need to support black folks.
people. Yeah, you're right.
But think about this up.
That's the losing battle. We've been fighting.
That's a losing battle because
We've been
Why
fighting.
you want me to tell you why I feel this is
Why?
my opinion.
Uh-huh.
It's my opinion about it. We as black people can't.
Thank you.
That's just like Cream with with this podcast, right? A lot of people black people might say
Say
He-
it. Talk.
he
dirty.
he
Why he got a podcast?
why he got this here? Why he trying to
But
do
the
this
thing
here?
is,
He might not be. They're not gonna support him.
Talk dirty.
get
They're
that.
gonna they gonna find something wrong with his podcast.
Talk dirty.
It might not be nothing wrong with it, but they gonna try until they find something wrong to say something negative about his podcast. We as black people cannot stand to see.
Talk dirty. Talk.
If I got $15 and you got $15, I'm cool because you're right there with me. But if you got 16,
why the animosity though?
If you got 16, because it's just
talk dirty.
Black people in general can't stand.
You know who did it.
You know what? We can do. You know what? The crazy thing about us.
We can start from that then.
That's a narrative that got to be changed.
But you know what?
It got to be
changed. The crazy thing about black people is us as black people. We can't stand to see the next black person better than us.
Yeah.
We can, long as he one step behind me or one step
they
beside
cool with
me,
it.
I'm cool with that. But the minute that you change and step one further in front of me,
I think that's people in general. The only way that we're able to say it is also black people is because we're black and we're around them. But I feel like that's everybody. But you also will.
So what you mean? Well, break it down.
He's saying that you know it's only black people that are trying.
Every race does.
But the only way that we're able to.
But the thing is, you see Asians helping Asians, you see Mexicans helping
we
Mexicans.
see it because we're on the outside. There are plenty of Asians that don't fuck with other Asians.
Well, of course.
Talk dirty.
Chinese, all of Asia is fucked up because they don't care about each other.
But the thing is,
The only
they will
reason
show
why
support to their people, though.
we see that because we're not them. They're probably in that.
I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna say this shit.
You don't know what's going on inside their community.
Hey, Marquette, look, they have their own country.
Yeah.
They got Mexico, they got China, they got. Listen.
That's just like I can break down something simpler to that.
Country. This is our only country. We can't go back to Nigeria.
But they can.
They can go back.
They won't even accept us.
You can't use that.
That wasn't the point. You were saying that we're the ones that are
as Black Americans. Yes, we are.
We've been brought here, and
African American.
They can go back to Asia and be accepted. We can't. Africans don't even like it.
That's a true statement. They don't. They don't like it.
That's just like
They don't
like okay, you can put it in this aspect. You can put it in this aspect.
Oh yeah.
Brandon and Montreal got a trucking company, right?
Yeah.
Both of them have a trucking company.
Right.
Okay. You got black people that have trucking company won't turn them on to a contract because they too scared that they gonna make more money than the next them.
Yeah.
That's one thing about my husband.
That's the crazy part. I had a truck for the longest. Man, I put people on. If I figured out a way to make money, I showed somebody else how to make the money. I can't make all the money.
Yeah.
But you got black people.
It's enough to go around.
You got people that's in that world that will charge you just to get a contract.
Okay,
so that's why they have classes too.
I feel like you're only saying black because.
No, I'm not only black. White folks do the same thing. But my thing is this here. My thing is this
she
here.
getting out.
My thing is this here. Okay, we know white folks gonna do what they gonna do. That's through history. That's through history. I shouldn't. If I can get a contract with a company, I shouldn't have to charge Brandon. You know why? I shouldn't have to charge Montreal.
Why?
Want me to tell you why?
But the thing is, the white folks gonna give it to you free.
The white folks gonna get it to you free.
It happens all the time.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this here. Hold on. I'm gonna say this here.
I'm just using the white
Brandon Hunt. Brandon Hunt, right here.
They will tell you before your brother will.
Hold on.
They will tell you before your brother will.
Say, listen at this up. Brandon Hunt turned me on. Listen at this up. Brandon Hunt turned me on to the trucking guy. I never forget this. I was in Minnesota with dollar load. Couldn't get a load. Call everybody I could find. A white dude pulled up. Say, hey man, what you doing? I said, man, I'm really stuck in Minnesota. I can't leave because I don't have a load. I might get one Monday or Tuesday, but I'm just gonna while I'm here, I'm just really seeing him fixing my lights on my trailer and thinning out stuff. He gave me 10 contacts. 10. 9 out of 10 offered me a load to go to Houston. After I got that load, I got in with this company called Linux in Arkansas. He gave me that contact. That's what kept my company afloat. Because once I got in with Linux, it didn't matter where I went, when I called, they had a load for me.
Why did they give you that?
But
Why did they give you that?
To get me out of Minnesota.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that a white guy turned you on to?
I don't know. Let me show you. Let me show you. Hold on. It could have been two things. It could have been two things.
The black person that did that.
I would be.
Hold on. Get to that. Hold on. Get to that.
I've been in this business for 7 years.
Let me get to that. Montreal, let me answer that. I ain't gonna call his name because we on a podcast. Okay. I turned him on to the same people. Instead of him doing like I did, turning him on, he was charging people $500 or $1,000
just for the reference.
To get the reference.
Just for the reference.
Instead of passing on to help your company like I did too.
That is fucked up.
He would charge us $500 to $1,000.
I would never know that that's normal.
Because we're not in that field.
Yeah, but that's what goes on.
We can't say we're the only people that are doing stuff like that.
That's understandable. But I'm just saying, I said that's understandable. That's understandable. But in the field that we in, and to see that show us how really
it goes back to
Cream. Why they hate LeBron James so much?
I'm gonna tell you.
Damn the basketball. Why they hate LeBron James so much?
Please drop. So since she don't want to talk about that, this is my boo. I gotta make sure she want to do that first. So I gotta
get out.
So with that being said,
get out.
We can't say that black women aren't treated fairly in the medical field using that same ideology, right? Because it's not about. I'm sure white people are treated bad. I'm sure Asian people.
You're in the medical field too.
What you do?
I am a certified ophthalmic assistant, so I help with preparing patients to see the optometrist.
Okay.
So do you feel like black women are? Oh, I got you. Hey, baby, listen. Do you feel like black women's health is not properly taken care of? Okay, so do you feel like black CDL professional drivers aren't treated the same as white women? Be real. Get out. Be real. Don't second guess yourself. Say the shit.
Me and Brandon was just talking about.
Nah, ain't no man Brandon. Talk about it. Let's go.
I'm gonna say this.
Brandon, I don't want to. I feel this way. Get out.
I'm gonna show you this, correct. This is what I learned. I had my CDL.
He's running from. Yeah, you are. I don't want to talk about. I feel this way. Be real.
I'm finna hit part of what he asked in my trail. I had my CDL since 2003. I got my CDL through Halliburton. Okay. In 2015, I got laid off from the oil field. I started doing hot shot. I learned during that time from 2015 to 2019. Well, we as people feel like, I ain't gonna say black people or white people, I'm gonna say we as people feel like, okay, if I can run this piece of equipment or I can run this hill, I should get paid it. You learn different when you own your own company because it's certain aspects of that company and certain payments that you never see when you working for somebody. It's stuff like fuel. Fuel might run you $50,000, $60,000 a year. Breakdown. See, we never know about breakdown because we covered because we working for somebody. But when you got your own company, ask them how much a tire cost for 18 wheels.
I've heard the conversation.
Ask them how long. Ask them how.
Just a call out. Depends on call out. We go.
If you listen, I had a hot shot, not an 18 wheel. I had a hot shot.
Is that the long bed?
No, I had a 40-foot hot shot with a dude. They charged me $1,000 to move from one exit to another exit. See, when I was working for a company, I ain't have to worry about that. Yeah. Me and Brandon, I can tell you this up. We work for Frank Tech. We ain't have to worry about that because Frank Tech will cover all maintenance. They were cutting all the PM. They were cutting all the time. But my thing is, I learned one thing about this here. I might be worth paying $30 an hour, but they can only afford to pay me $22 an hour. I learned that I might be worth 32, but a lot of time company can't pay you 32. You can't pay your driver. If you have a driver, you can't pay him 30 or 40% of the load. Because you know why? You gotta put in for breakdown. You gotta put in for insurance.
Right.
You gotta put in for tire. You gotta put in for maintenance. Right. You gotta, if the truck motor blow, that's $20,000.
Right.
If I'm paying you 40%, if $10,000 is 40% of 10,000 is what? Oh, by 4,500. I can't pay you $4,500 a week.
But but
I can pay you $2,000 a week. Right. Or $1,500 a week to make you comfortable. Mm-hmm. But the thing about it is,
no, he's gonna answer that question.
Where you going with this, Dimitri?
The way I'm going with this is, you have to learn. Even though we talk about white people, you have to learn that they know the game better than we do. They've been doing the game. They built the game. So the thing about it, hold on. The game is, we're coming into the game learning the same way.
Right.
So the same way we talked about people at Fred Tech, Halliburton, BJ,
okay, we got it.
Slumber J.
Right.
We now are those people.
Yeah.
We're those people.
So what was the question?
We're talking about them same people now.
It was a comparison in the sense that, yes.
Are y'all treated the same?
Exactly. In the medical field, I know as a woman who's been, health-wise, we get treated differently than you would, healthcare-wise. You say you're in pain, we popping pills, IV, whatever.
I wholeheartedly agree with it. I agree.
So
but she was asking you, do you think you feel you get treated different in your area?
Absolutely.
Okay. The only reason why you
what took you so long to answer that?
Oh, because
no. The reason why I said that because me and B Hunt had a conversation about that.
Well,
when somebody asks you a question, right? Instead of just coming out being real, right? And we always talk about, your associates and your friends that you have, right?
Right.
And Brandon always talk about the delivery. I think Sheena backed that up. It's the delivery.
Right.
Certain people, you can't come to certain people and say certain things.
Absolutely.
And me and Brandon always said we got to get away from this narrative of calling people soft, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Brandon posed a question earlier today as I was cutting his hair. He posed a question like a woman's kids, right?
Right.
And somebody else's kids. And they asked a woman a question like, well, how do you feel about this kid being with this kid? And the woman came out and said, oh, I feel that we don't want that answer. We want you to shoot straight.
Right.
And basically what it came to boil down to is she said, I don't think that kid can be with my child. Well, why didn't you say that from the start? Why you gotta tiptoe and dance around shit?
Because she gotta soften it up.
Now fuck all that shit.
I'm with you, Kareem.
Because you gotta watch this. You need bad blood like that, though. You need bad blood like that. You can't do that.
But hold up.
You can't do that.
See, that's we gotta kill that narrative, though, man.
Let me show you this, Kareem. I agree with you with that. You know why? Let me tell you why I agree with you with that. Nobody care about your feelings in the world over.
You can't be like that.
No, you can't either. But you're not gonna go to your 9 to 5 and your manager come to your desk and tell you got to be back at a certain time, you're not about to go off on them. You about to get your professional.
Oh, you might not go off, but you going off in your head. You going out when you go out there.
That's my point.
The only reason you ain't going out because you haven't put that application.
Exactly.
I didn't say you're not going to say that shit. Hey.
But like you have to know how to flip the switch.
But that's professional.
But you gotta be able to flip the switch like that.
Yeah, but professional, that's something different.
It's no different.
Watch it. I know. I understand what you're saying. Montreal, me and you just out on the street, right? And we just shooting the shit, right? And I know that you're a married man, right? And we just out there shooting the shit, right? But I hear all the sly remarks that you're making, right? I should be able to come to you like, Montreal, you know that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Without you taking offense to it. Like, and then you go back and tell your boy, well, look, goddamn, Kareem was tripping. Why the fuck he worried about what I'm, you know what I'm saying? But that's what me and Brandon was talking about. We should be able to address that.
Because you're telling me out of love. That's
that's somebody you know.
That's what we're trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? But out of the people, like the associates, the people that you hang around with, I'm a prime example.
But you gotta know how to address each other, though, Kareem.
Nah, but we gotta get away from that. We gotta get away from that narrative.
Why? Let me ask you.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you don't keep it authentic and you just
it's gonna be authentic. But it's the way you be authentic, though.
It's the way. It's the wording. It's the wording.
I feel if that's your people that you rolling with.
That's like right, because that's like got an opinion. Right, because that's like
this is what I feel about what Kareem just said.
Yeah, let's start with you. What's your opinion?
This is what I feel about what you just said.
Too many rules.
Go ahead. Let me get out.
We gotta have time.
We as people, I ain't gonna say black people, because this works.
You got 2 minutes to get your point.
Okay, this works both ways. This works for white people, black people. We're gonna float to the person that's gonna agree with us, not the person that's gonna tell us the truth.
Okay, now that's true.
That's why our problem lays there. The truth is, hold on. No. If I got a problem with something, I'm gonna float with the person that got the same problem with that problem. I'm not gonna go to the person that's gonna tell me, hey, man, you might have been wrong in that situation. You might have.
Hey, your truth might not affect me like your truth would affect him.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what
that's understandable.
That's
but
what
hold on. I'm asking you this in a relationship.
You got 30 seconds.
If I go cheat and go ask another person, hey man, you think I did wrong? A lot of people that you gonna go ask about cheat gonna say no, because you know why? No, because you going to the person.
That's not the truth.
But hold on, you going to the person that you feel like gonna give you the answer that you want to hear, not the person that gonna say, man, you were dead wrong for cheating. You shouldn't have went out there and cheated on your wife. You shouldn't have went out there and cheated on your girlfriend. You gonna go to the person that say, man, I feel like that's right. You ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey,
you don't want the
all right,
but that's
Tracy, what's your feeling? What's your feeling?
About what?
About the same shit we talking about. Going to people and being real with them.
Go ahead.
Okay, it depends on the delivery and
everybody say the delivery.
Every dynamic, you have to include everything. You have to be real about it.
That's all I'm saying.
Just be real about it. And then this judgment, like whose truth is right, morals and values, all of that play a part.
Upbringings,
all of that. Yeah.
Okay. But you know, right? When we talk about delivery, everybody been raised different. So if you want everybody to receive what you're saying, you got to kind of watch how you say it. Because guess what? If you say it in the way you're talking about, I'm not going to receive it. Because I'm going to be combative of what you say.
I mean, you do that shit anyway on anything, so it don't fucking matter.
So that's why I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you for understanding. I'm listening to you respond what you say.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the big difference. So that's why you gotta kind of watch.
That's true. If I come to you with a high pitch.
So, but Brandon, what's your take on it?
Oh, they've been waiting on you.
Now, talk.
Get out.
Go back.
Get out.
He's still trying. Y'all know he's out.
No, my opinion on this is straight up, kind of what you were saying. You gotta deliver certain things different. I mean, because everybody can't accept.
Why does everybody got soft skin?
It's not about
soft skin.
We can't use the word soft skin.
Yeah, I know. We get away
The
with
difference
that.
also depends on, are you actually talking to this person or are you talking to a whole?
Go ahead, B. Hold up, Tracy. We're going to come back to you. Go ahead, B. Go ahead. Yeah.
Wait a second, B. I got you.
Go ahead. Go ahead, B.
No,
You got it out?
Yeah. Go ahead, Shane. Go ahead, Shane.
No, I feel like too. It depends on how you approach your delivery, who the person is. Like me and Kanisha have talked about this. You know, I make them come at her. I can make it go at Deja a certain way.
Don't sugarcoat it. Don't sugarcoat it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, that's anybody. Like all my friends are different. I come at everybody a different way. My approach is not going to be the same.
But it should be the same at the end.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
And I don't think
that's
going to be
to do the right thing. That's the whole approach. Although at the end of the day, we all are trying to do one thing.
One common goal.
Well, it's not even about being right. It's the message.
It's
We're all
maybe
trying to be
your
right.
opinion about whatever this person got going on.
No, it's whatever you come to that
That's an
person. Whatever you
opinion.
come to that person
It's an
about.
opinion.
It's a certain way you come to people in the delivery. Everybody not gonna take the
Delivering your
same.
opinion.
You
Your
find it,
opinion,
but my
whatever you
thing
feel,
about
because a lot of
delivery
it's
is,
not gonna be
what is
whatever
delivery?
y'all talking about.
All right, Demetri told me.
Either
Go ahead,
you
Demetri.
talking
So
or
at the end of the day, basically,
are you
we're leaning towards a psychodialysis, which so these are normal defensive mechanisms, like projecting, manipulating, stipulating, right? If you
Hold on, wait a minute.
So if you come at me and say, "Oh, you shouldn't have cheated," or you say, "I cheated on something, bro. I'm trying to project my feelings towards you." So that's why we're going to go to that person that we want. But at the end of the day, it's all about, because I feel like we're taking mental health a lot more seriously now. Right? So
Especially in the black community.
In black community, because we got kids killing themselves. We got kids. We got kids fighting. We got kids coming home and cutting themselves. Things that y'all didn't do when y'all was, because y'all had that tough love, which to me really shouldn't be a thing.
Backtrack. What you mean, tough love?
My tough love. So okay, everyone knows. You probably
teaching
know,
kids to be so hard to where they don't have no feelings.
No emotion.
My father,
because they boys have to not cry.
He was a tough love, but my mom would talk to him. He'd come back like, "Okay, I'm sorry." So he raised me like. I told the story.
So your mom was his soft side.
My mom was soft side, but
I can see that.
But so
she brought him back.
Exactly. So I remember one time I was playing a football game. He was so bad. My dad left in the first quarter and drove 40 minutes home because he said he didn't want to watch us suck. He didn't want to watch the season.
That hurt
my feelings.
Yeah.
But
I'm the oldest.
I got a quick question. No, you're not. I got a question.
Okay, what you got?
You know what?
Nah.
Now you're right. That's why I think it's very important to have a man and a woman in the house.
100%.
Because you
gotta bring that balance.
Because you need that balance.
Bring that balance.
Because by him leaving the fucking game.
My thing is this.
Hold on.
But your dad gave you the drive to make it.
Wow.
He did.
Wow.
Why would you give him?
Wow.
That's
real talk.
I'll never forget my dad came to support me. I can remember every game my parents went to. Every last
I'm glad y'all brought this up.
I love what y'all do. I love what y'all do. Do you song for sports?
Yeah.
I know they do. That's
I'm glad y'all brought this up.
I said that like support system. You need that. But at the same time, you need that, mom, to boom. Then you gotta go to work.
You need a balance of both.
Hey,
You need a balance
I'm glad
of
you said
both.
what you said.
You have to.
You can't be there.
Because all that mama is the mama. Dad,
But when the dad yells
can't be no dad.
when the man yells at the okay, so let's say JD, you mess up and you can scream at him, it's cool. But when he do it, it's gonna make you feel like, hey, why you got that?
Okay, I'm glad y'all brought this up.
I'm so
Go ahead and
glad
get
you
out.
brought it up.
Go ahead and get this out. Go ahead. Oh, hold up. Watch it. I'm gonna hit y'all with something. Watch it. Go ahead. I got it.
Question I was talking about psychodiolysis and project.
I agree with the message should be the same, right? Because you're gonna be honest with the person at the end of the day. But definitely delivery has to be different.
Yeah.
And that could even go into like siblings.
Yeah.
I talk to my sister a different way than I talk to my brother.
Yeah.
And I come to my you have to bring your children differently. Like right now for me, I was having the issue with my parents. I feel like let my brother do whatever. He says stuff and I'm just like,
alarm.
Why?
Yeah.
Why not? He just said what?
Yeah.
I used to say that. I raised differently.
Okay.
Different.
Okay.
That's my mama and my brothers.
So that way, you have to, because I'm pretty sure you come to people different ways. You can be honest about it.
Yeah.
So you gonna be real about it.
Yeah. And so
I got the same delivery.
and so look,
But you know what?
So hold on, me right. Hold on one second, me right.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Kenny.
Come on.
Get out.
Y'all know I be forgetting. I gotta get my stuff
Yeah,
back.
she gotta get it out. Get out.
Yeah. Go.
But I was gonna bring this up when they said that. It brought up when Kareem as a coach and you being a coach, when you were coaching football, when Makai was doing football, you had to come at them, each one of them kids in a different way.
Wow.
You could tell that kid, boy, get over there and sit down. You know, this kid over here scratching on his butt or something. He ain't taking that like that. He like, oh no, what? You know what I'm saying? And in your head, you like, I ain't trying to go out there and throw the football. Why you being soft in your head? But every child is different. That doesn't change with adults. It doesn't change your workload. It's just everything.
Hold on.
It depends on the adult because that's what that adult was once a child.
Yeah.
Right.
The way you raise these kids right now, they got to be adults. Raise them as the adults that you want them to be.
Watch it.
But that's not like
hold on. But the thing about it is like when I was coaching football, like I would let them parents know just because my son plays, I wasn't showing no favoritism.
Right.
I was talking his ass crazy.
He was on his ass.
No, but I'm talking about football. Them parents used to, why are you talking to your own child? Well, shit, I'm the coach right now. I'm not trying to play father right now. I'm coaching. You know, when we get home, we'll handle that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like in basketball. You know, one of them fucking parents complained because I told Makai, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm coaching. I mean, I handle my fatherhood when I get home, but you know, you under my tutelage as a coach. I gotta coach you. I'm not trying to, because you know, a lot of parents when I was growing up,
might have been making her child feel a certain way because he's not used to that type of
delivery to your child is different to delivery to the parents. Because he already knew how you were coming to him. Like, oh, this is my coach.
That's where that word child abuse, 1-800 child abuse.
They recorded it.
We're in the predicament we are in with the kids.
Yeah.
Right over here.
You know what? You know that? That's just true.
Get home after the
Yeah.
shower.
That's why. That's what 1-800 child abuse.
Yeah.
That's where you can't whoop your child came from. But the crazy thing about that is, you telling me I didn't raise my.
Go ahead.
You tell. That's where that 1-800 child abuse come from. That's where the part where I can't whoop my child came from.
What's that? Where they come from?
What Kareem was just saying.
On how you discipline.
Or how you talk to your child. Because the simple fact is, okay,
I came from white nose people.
that's true. But you got black people. You got black people that it's on that same white level.
Nowadays,
you've been having
your child from the principal. Why they took it out of school?
You've been having.
Let's get back to the point.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to say. I'm glad Demetrius brought that up when you said the situation about, you know, your father drove 40 minutes, right? And this is what I want to say. I might ruffle a lot of people's feathers, man. Why do you think that all athletes, when they make it, the first shout out is to their mother?
To their mom.
Because their mama
They made them feel like they could do it.
But what does that say about the father that is in that life?
Right. They put that heat on.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
A lot of guys, they, a lot of guys that give the first shot to the mom. fucking dad ain't there.
You
Right.
Yeah.
Father,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
No.
Not on the father.
Hold up.
So
The
wait,
dad's
that's
not there.
in relation
Hold
to
up.
his dad leaving.
Hold up. I
We gotta think about it, Chris. When we really think about it, how many kids shout out their mother that had a dad there? Think about it.
A lot of them.
but there's still, even when the parents are together, I'm
Yeah,
taking
They're only
Watch
together
this.
because they son.
No. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime example.
No, stop. Give me 3.
I'm gonna give you the example.
Give us 3.
I'm gonna give you the example.
Okay.
Carl Anthony Towns was brought up in a household with his mother and father, right? Right?
Uh-huh.
Exactly. But every shout out in every interview was about his mother. But his dad was the one that put the ball in his crib and was out there working and sacrificing with him, but he never got his flowers, right? But no. She only felt, but hold up. She only fell sick when coronavirus came around, right? No. But listen, but the father was there. He said, "Give me 3 examples." But hold up.
When you need that as a father, let's say
you don't need that validation. You don't need it. I don't need that validation.
So what do you think?
No, but I'm just saying, because my
Right,
point.
because as a woman,
I know. But my point was, well, because, but listen, I know. But the reason a woman, I know, but the woman gave birth to that child, right? She the one that went through the 9 months. You know what I'm saying? But he just said, give me examples. I'm gonna give you another example. Dwayne Wade.
I can tell you.
No, Brandon, no. I know, but no, hold up, listen, but hold up. But no. When you talking about the parents being there, the parents being there, I know, but he still gave a shout out to his mother instead of his father. It's crazy.
But look at him, period.
But no, we're not talking about that.
The examples you give.
No, but no, hold up. But listen. What I'm trying to say, you said give me 3 examples. He never gave his dad the flowers. It doesn't matter. His dad was there. His dad.
He was in the house most of the majority with his mom, right?
Right, he says
that.
That is fair.
No matter.
Let me
You
say
gave me the
something.
basketball. You dropped me back off the motherfucking.
No, the dad was there. They was together when they. But listen,
Who was the child with?
watch this. But listen, they was together when he was at the University of when Wade was at Marquette. Marquette. They was together. That's when Wade stepped on the scene, man. If you go look when they played Kentucky, he had a triple-double. You know what I'm saying? I know how you feel about Dwayne Wade. I know, but you want to downsize it.
No, but what I'm saying, I want to know because at the end of the day, what was he at the beginning?
He was there.
He was there from the beginning.
He was there from the beginning, from high school all the way to college until he made it big.
He fit the fucking practice the game. Where the fuck did the kid go?
Who?
The kid. Did he go back to his mom? Did he go on with Dwayne Wade?
It goes back to the mama being
But
ahead.
the mama's not giving up that custody.
Man, a lot of these kids, you know what that is? And that go for us.
You said
as
give
youngsters.
examples.
When we was young,
So
we gonna
we
float
agree
to the
to
person
disagree
that
on
ain't
that
gonna
one.
get on our ass.
No, we understand that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real with it. I don't care if your mama and daddy was in the same house. This is just my opinion.
The
about
mama
it.
not teaching
I
them
don't
how to
care
play
if your
that
mama
shit.
and daddy was in the same house.
That's true.
The person that let you got away with the most, that's the person you was gonna be with. That's the person you was gonna push out. That was the person you was gonna shout out. That's the person you gonna give praise to.
He right.
If my daddy tore my ass up and my mama let me go went out to I'm shouting my mama. You let me do it.
Yeah.
Which it was.
I totally agree. I agree with that.
You believe Jones. You believe Jones. Let me go first.
Yep.
My mama kicked my ass, talking about you better be at home. Know what Joan did? Come on, man. Come. You know what time she come out. You know what time Barbara Gardner leave bingo. You know what time Barbara Gardner gotta be at Southern Plastic. You know what time. You better be home. I ain't got nothing to do with it. So you know who I floated to a lot? You know who I floated to? Not my real dad. I floated to Jones.
Did you just say Zion?
No, Zion.
Did you say Zion Williamson?
No.
Okay, I'm prime example, and then I'm gonna let y'all get off.
Okay.
Zion Williamson was raised by his stepdad. Right.
Shaq too.
Shaq too. He was raised by his stepdad, right? His stepdad showed him all the ropes. A man stepped up in his life and guided him.
Right.
Put the ball in his crib at a young age, and him and his mother was together.
Who's Zion?
Yeah, Zion.
Right.
That's all he knows is stepdad. But all the interviews is my mom. My mom.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Kareem. That goes back to what he said. Does that dad think that fucking?
Well, I know, but you talking about examples, and I'm just trying to validate the examples that there are athletes that their families, they've been brought up in the homes of mother and father. But like we said, every time they go on the big stage, I like to shout out my mom. It's a difference when you talk about Kevin Durant.
What about Michael Jordan?
Yeah, Mike. Exactly.
He had his dad.
He had his dad everywhere he went.
Until he
But he
died.
fucked up his dad.
But no. But listen. But hold up. But listen. But all the. But listen. All the praise was about his mama. You really never heard the praise that Michael Jordan's dad got until he passed away.
Right. It's always.
You know why? You know why? Because his dad made him sit out there and shoot 50 free throws.
Exactly. He made him go out there instead of coming to the house crying. You get out there and beat your brother.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. He had to go out there and beat Larry to become Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Until he beat Larry, that's when he knew that he had the talent to take his shit to college.
Right.
But his dad was the one that was saying, hey, get your ass. Don't come in the house crying to me. You get out there and you beat your brother.
And what happened when he left his earth?
He got his flowers. And then Mike.
Look how he got his flowers.
I know. And then Mike retires, and then you start speaking about your dad because he's not here no more.
But I'm going to keep that to myself.
But I'm just saying. But hey.
I mean,
Yes, he went to himself.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan just ain't the person that you think he is.
He the best ever done it.
Yeah.
He the best he ever done on the basketball court, but he won't give a black person a damn autograph.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is he? Yeah. Chris Lee, man, what you mean what you missed? You shouldn't, man. You got to go back and watch. You missed everything. Meaty Ray out here getting off, man. But hey, we gonna change the topic, man. We talk about we gotta get back into this Dwayne Wade shit, man. We gotta get back into it, man. We gotta get back into it. Because B Hunt,
What you talking about?
B Hunt,
Who need the relationship?
on what he said on his podcast, on the Brandon Marshall podcast, what we talked about earlier. Oh, you just said it.
He put heels on with his sister.
He put heels on with his sister, so that's why I think he's so comfortable with his son/daughter making that transition.
Man, I might not remember it, but think about this. Name a male that only grew up in a house with a female or sisters that didn't try heels on.
Did you try heels on?
No.
Me? I grew up with multiple.
And you ain't put no heels on.
Dad, though, you don't.
Yeah,
But see,
you're right.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I said mother and father, brother and sister.
You know why?
My sister couldn't do. I couldn't do it because
You got your ass beat.
I'm the oldest. My uncle would have kicked my butt.
Exactly. So in that household, they thought it was acceptable.
So
Well, you know, woman can look at it like, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny.
Dennis
It's
Rodman
funny,
did
right,
that. Yeah, Dennis Rodman should dress up as a girl.
So that goes back to say that he's growing up in a household with all these women. They teaching him women traits. They're not teaching him how to play basketball. So where do you get all that from?
I wouldn't say teaching. It's a learned behavior because he's watching what he sees.
So
It's a learned
in
behavior.
his spare time, instead of putting on heels, put some fucking tennis shoes on.
I was I didn't know that.
I understand that. But watch it. But that goes back to what I said about him giving his mother praise. His dad showed him the ropes in playing basketball. Dwayne Wade. So if you saying he grew up in a household with girls and he putting heels on, right? He should be in the WNBA.
But the thing is,
playing
at the same time,
volleyball.
did his dad know he was doing this shit?
Probably not.
Probably not.
So why should we put his dad on the pedestal when he's wearing fucking heels around him?
Because his dad got him out of the situation and put the fucking balls
He
in his
didn't.
grip.
Look at his situation now.
No, because
Look at
listen.
his situation now. He got a fucking daughter. He got a
No,
daughter.
I'm talking about Dwayne Wade.
So y'all not gonna agree on that one either. So
Daddy was
Yeah.
the worst. We just gonna say
So
Daddy
y'all
was
just
the
think
worst.
Dwayne Wade just learned basketball by just
He just was talented, man. It's a natural talent.
talent to put the fucking
He
heels
had a
on.
good coach, and he got natural talent.
So, but somebody had to get him on the right path to do that. It wasn't the sisters because they wanted him in heels.
Look how long he's been playing ball. He have a natural
Montreal,
talent.
you're missing the
He had a
point.
good coach.
You're missing the point. Fuck the good coach. How he got started. The dad had influence in that. That's what y'all missing.
Right, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
And you know now when Dwayne Wade speaks about his basketball talents and where he got that from, he always references dad.
Who, Dwayne Wade?
Yeah.
Right.
He speaks highly of his dad now.
Right.
Have y'all seen Dwayne Wade's dad?
No.
The motherfuckers are identical.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But
That's what I'm saying.
Besides Sheena Gardner, besides Sheena Hunt, I'm gonna ask this here: how many in here that growed up with their mom and dad in the same household?
Did you grow up with your mom and dad in the same household?
Oh yes.
See, Brandon did.
Okay,
All of them did.
and then now, okay,
You did too.
what? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Just go up there.
five people, right?
A little bit, but not the whole time.
My thing is this: here. I didn't grow up in a household with my mom and dad at all.
So where did you learn your manly traits?
My uncles.
Yeah,
I never been to jail.
It takes a
I never
Yeah.
said one foot in jail. And I really didn't do. I did stuff. It wasn't because I wasn't taught not to do it. It's because I did it because I wanted to experience it myself. My uncle probably told me not to do this.
But let me ask you a question. Did you know right from wrong though?
Yes.
Okay, that's the bottom line. If you knew right from wrong, you're not doing that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So Dwayne Wade, as grown, like we said, growing up in a household with all women, right? And he's seeing this, and he just fit the bill. I'm trying on high heels too. But did he actually know right from wrong?
That's the thing about pimping, Kareem. These women know right from wrong. What they do is persuasion. They persuade them in different ways.
Okay.
Come on, Kareem.
But
I'm here. You know,
I understand. But that goes back to what I'm saying is it took his father to get him out of that shit. If his father was never around, D Wade would be somebody different.
But you know what? That sounds like a person that said they believe in the product of their own.
I would say 50-50.
Yeah.
But if he could have kept on doing that shit in the high school.
But
Dennis Rodman wore dresses and was
Somebody had to crack the whip on him.
But see, that sounds to me like
Dwayne Wade
that's like people saying they're a product of their environment.
So if he wasn't in high school, he was in college, he could be in here.
I know. Watch it.
At the end of the
But
day,
you got to know that
What
as
about Dennis Rodman?
I know, but professional athletes.
Dennis Rodman.
I know, but professional athletes. That was his persona.
Speak on it.
But as professional athletes, you know the persona is if you come out as a professional athlete, they're gonna push you to the side.
But here's the thing, though.
Look,
Your ideal,
Jaron
like,
Collins, the
stop
twin,
people doing that
his
anyway.
brother coaches Golden State on his staff, right?
Right.
Is he in the NBA anymore? Look at the dude that was drafted from what was it, Texas A&M, the Texas Tech, the gay guy.
The defensive
Sam?
end.
Yeah, Sam.
Sam?
And that, hey, listen, watch this. That nigga had raw talent. I don't care if he was gay or not.
He was a dog. I agree.
But what rubbed people wrong is when he got drafted, he kissed that white man in the mouth,
He did it.
and all his shit went downhill from
I ain't
there.
gonna lie, Cody, they fucked up.
That's what I'm saying.
He fucked up. Sam, they fucked up.
No, they didn't mess over him. Mess over him.
Go ahead. Get up.
So you said that the whole basketball thing stopped him wearing heels or whatever.
No, I didn't say that. I said it took somebody to come in his life to say that's not right.
Okay, but you don't know if he's not like he's still doing it or not.
We know. We talk about that. We talk about
And
that.
if he is, does that negate whatever?
No, it don't negate. And I agree with you. But what I'm saying is,
So
no,
whether he stopped it or
no,
not,
I know. I understand what you're saying. I'm with you.
Okay.
But has he come out? has he come out and said that?
Why does he have to?
No, that's what I'm saying. But if he, I'm sorry.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, exactly. When you come out, it's altogether different. It's altogether different.
That's why I thought he would come from now. He got that bag.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Listen. We agree with that. But all I'm saying is because of that dude. Yeah, the recognition. That's what I'm saying about Sam. This guy was
Sam was a dog.
He was a beast. I don't care if he was gay or not. This cat, when he was on the football field, yeah, he was defensive end. He never crossed nobody. He never crossed nobody. But when he openly came out and said he was gay as an athlete, and when he got drafted, and ESPN had him in his house when he got drafted, and he kissed that white man in his mouth.
That's with anything, though.
They took it away from him.
That's with anything, though. Look at the dude, the rapper dude. What was the rapper dude that?
Well, now
I know
that could be the best
so you just add to my validation about D Wade. If D Wade would have came out and said that,
he was on top of the world until he said
exactly he was gay.
When he went from
no, he's not. No, he's not. You ain't heard about Lil Nas X.
But guess what, y'all? Ain't nobody
Go ahead.
Hey, 2021 would Selma be different today?
What?
2021 would the results be different in Selma's case? 2021.
If he
LGBT was cute.
With now,
they didn't have any rights when Selma got drafted. They didn't have any rights when Selma got drafted, right?
Yeah.
They didn't have any rights. So right now, he would have been a clapstone in the
clapped on because of the LGBT community because they advertise that stuff now.
Right.
But what I'm saying to her, she's just validating what I'm saying. If D Wade would have came out and said, we don't know what, if we don't know what his history is, if he'd have came out and said he was openly gay,
I got a good point.
It'd be altogether different for D Wade.
Can I ask you a question?
Altogether different.
No matter what kind of player he was.
No matter regard what player was.
As a black community, why can't we give a Lil Nas X a lane, but say R. Kelly? I said listen, R. Kelly. I don't know about y'all.
I do.
I ain't gonna stop listening to R. Kelly.
But I can stop listening to him.
I ain't searching for it.
Now, I'm not gonna even stop listening at all. Him and
Hold on. Go ahead.
How come we can give that? We gotta cut them out.
Who, Lil Nas X?
The Lil Nas X for saying I'm gay, Dwayne Wade.
Because he said a lot more than it.
Yeah.
What all Lil Nas X said.
But at the same time, we got R. Kelly who was raping.
We don't know this. No, don't.
Alligator, because the woman, because a couple of women they said allegedly he did not hold me at my own will. I stayed there on my own.
Right.
Yeah, they were reaping.
They came out there and said they stayed there.
Why are we defending this though?
If you're for him, just say that.
I don't blame. Listen to yourself. See, we can blame R. Kelly. Look,
she don't like.
No.
Listen.
Hold on. Go ahead. What'd you say?
But I think.
I mean, I used to.
No, Kanisha.
But I mean, it does whatever it is that he did. If he did the allegations,
it doesn't matter. It does not take away from the songs he wrote.
So what was it, Miss?
No. What has he done? Out of one hit, what has he done?
Oh, nothing.
Yo, what has he done out that one hit?
I'm saying.
He's a legend.
No.
So
with the R. Kelly situation,
already listened to him.
you can't put all the blame.
We can't have to.
Right. No, it wasn't after the fact. He had allegations with Aaliyah. It wasn't after the fact. He had stuff way back then. Right. He had allegations way back then.
Can I ask y'all something?
Huh?
The thing about everybody missing about the R. Kelly situation.
Talent.
So you know,
In my opinion,
got talent?
where are these people
Yeah,
playing?
one hit. He had one hit wonder.
That's the thing.
Yeah, one hit
There are
wonder.
plenty of people who've had like that stretch between their next hit
He don't have a stretch though.
because it hasn't happened yet.
Hold on. Okay.
Can I ask y'all something?
Name one person had a stretch between the hits. Nobody. That's not true. That's not
You don't know that.
Who?
Because he's still an artist.
Who?
I said
Tina Turner's back to back. So who?
But I'm
Nobody have a stretch between his.
I'm gonna sum it up right here. Ever since, like he said, Nas X was on top of the world, right? When he came out, exactly. I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road, right? And when he came, and nobody knew his classification, and he came out.
Right.
What has Nas X done?
Nothing.
He came up with that one.
He did.
But wait,
the coach council.
The man down.
The coach council.
Yeah. The culture got on him and said,
"Oh, you done?
You done?
You done? You out of here?
Yeah,
you out of here."
He got Wrangler commercials.
But his argument is why we cancel Nas X and not cancel R. Kelly.
But see, the thing about
why are we accepted to what Kelly does and why not?
Because it goes back. Hold up. It goes back to you said allegations, right?
Right.
Allegations. But Nas X came out openly and said that from the horse's mouth.
Right.
Okay. It's like Nas X, right? He came out openly and say, "Oh, I'm gay."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What we fail to realize to me that I feel, my opinion, I feel that we look over in R. Kelly situation where they parents at. What 12-year-old mama and daddy or mama or daddy gonna allow their child to move in the house with a grown man?
That was sacrifice for fame. That's the sacrifice they made to try to get their kids
to get their money.
Watch that. Right. We're gonna sum it up this way. With the R. Kelly situation. We're gonna sum it up this way. If you realize all the people that, like you said, that stayed in that house, right? Mm-hmm. Where did R. Kelly meet these people at?
In his shows.
At his shows.
At the shows and at the malls, right?
Right.
And you send your security over there and your entourage over there, go get this little girl. Like you said, it's part of fame, right?
Right.
They wanted to get their clout, they wanted to get their fame. But like Demetrius said, as a 12-year-old, how are you letting your child even go give R. Kelly your number to get in contact with you to bring you in?
Right. All that has to do with the parents.
Yeah.
All that has to do with the parents. But that's not a comparison.
All it was to me about the R. Kelly situation, R. Kelly ran out of money. People weren't getting their cut like they were getting. So now I'm exposed you. That's how I feel about it. R. Kelly money wasn't the same no more. He started being broke. He couldn't
hey, guess what? Last month he still made 1.1 million off his stream.
But he might have been paying.
He made 1.1 million off his streams in jail.
But see, Trey, the thing about him, he could have been paying them parents $1.5 million, $2 million to do whatever he wanted to do. That's the case. So when his money, if you notice, none of this came out until he started on his downward spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
When he started on his downward spiral, then the coke, exactly, that's what I'm saying. When the money stopped flowing, R. Kelly, it started coming out. R. Kelly had a coke. R. Kelly did something. Yeah. That's the same way with Bill Cosby. When Bill Cosby was on ABC, you never heard that.
Bill Cosby's been about
remember the time when he said, "I want to buy NBC."
He wanted to buy it.
They wanted to take him down.
Yeah.
Oh, now he raped this person on set. He raped this person on set.
Right? He's not getting no money anymore. He can't pay anybody off anymore. Mm-hmm. So if I was getting a certain amount of money from you every week to not tell anybody anything, I'm expected that.
Exactly. But when it stops, I'm gonna expose you.
Therefore, you were already doing it. You were
but what I'm saying is, my point about that is, if you gonna expose me back then. Don't wait till I go broke.
No, because you're not paying me. I have no incentive. I have no incentive to protect you anymore.
So why should the world incriminate him? I should be incriminating you. You the blackmailer. You've been blackmailing your whole life.
You opened that up for me to do, and you gave me a choice. You said, "Hey, could I pay you off?"
It's a
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But if you gave me the choice to pick money or just be quiet on my own, I'm picking money 1,000%.
Okay, so you're just as worse as I am.
And that's fine. But
you know what your kid was doing. Demetrius got a point.
You just as worse as I am.
You send your
just as well as you wrong.
And the thing is, you probably are, but I'm not gonna get the same jail time you are.
Yes, you are.
No,
I'm a proud talker. I'm gonna say you had started me.
See, same
thing. You raping somebody in there.
You're going to get a white
Next up, we're
card,
gonna cut
and I'm going to jail.
Go ahead. What you say?
No,
What you say?
I was just gonna say, we did it. We on to the next subject.
Okay.
The next subject.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all get off of what y'all. It's something you need to talk about. I know you got something to get off your chest.
No.
If not, man, we wrap it up, man. We'll come back, man. This is what we're gonna do, right? Like I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like for the ones that was watching and the ones that's gonna watch tomorrow, leave us a comment, man, and we're gonna come back with our next subject, man. But hey, just beware, man. We all over the place, man. So hey, this is gonna wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast Late Night Round Talk. But I appreciate your time, man, and we're gonna catch you on the next one. Deuces.